have no friends. I wish I was dead. Nice guys. You gotta love them. Probably one of the most prolific phenotypes of guys that are just desperate for some pussy. They need it.
And she goes, yeah, go show me the monkey. And she took me in the woman's bathroom, pulled down her pants. The girl had a monkey that was spotless.
Nice guys are a phenomenon that has been growing in popularity with the rise of the internet, but they've really been around since the dawn of time. There's always been nice guys. It's the type of person that is best described with another word that us Zoomers have taken to calling people, which is simp. Now listen, I do understand that the word simp has kind of been overblown in recent years, okay? Probably some people are being called simps who aren't simps, but I also understand that there are a lot of crazy depths that some of us guys will go to in order to get some poontang, okay? And I understand it, okay? Look, we're all human at the end of the day. Sometimes that primal urge takes over like a demon and you end up a fat girl. Not me though.
What's happening? Help!
But simps, or in this case, nice guys, they just take it to a whole nother level of desperation. Nice guys will deprive themselves of any sense of self-worth in order to get a woman to be with them in any capacity. They will refer to women as goddesses, which is fucking awesome, by the way. My goddess. And they'll say absolutely anything to get women to perceive them as a nice, non-threatening, kind of like low testosterone, friendly, cuddly, emotionally intelligent male. More often than not, I don't think girls are really into that because, you know, in the same way that they're not really necessarily attracted to like the most jacked steroid Sam Sulek type guy in the world, right? Just like testosterone off the charts, roid head. Like they're not really into that. They're also not really into people who are the complete opposite end of the spectrum. And I know this because I'm a woman. But the funny thing with these nice guys, if you see the way they act online, is this rejection that they get from these girls is often followed by a seething rage and retaliation. They kind of they kind of go to the other side of the spectrum, and it doesn't take long for this kind of person's mask to slip. And they're definitely very comparable to incels. You could really just say that nice guys are incels at kind of an earlier state. And thankfully for us, there is one place online where these nice guys have been documented, they've been studied, scientists have pondered over them for years and years, decades, millennia even, and that place is r/niceguys, a subreddit dedicated to documenting the most infamous cases of this phenotype that's having a bit of a resurgence lately. Hey, hi, still at the theater? I'm the manager now. That's sick. I'll have to stop by the new one. Maybe we could even go together. Yeah, maybe over winter break we can get the whole crew back together. I was actually just thinking you and me. I was thinking maybe just you and me. Now that is Riz. Honestly, it's not a terrible intro though, I will say. Like, you know, he's kind of trying to get his Riz in there, okay? He's being a little bit aggressive even. He's like taking her hand, okay? Look, maybe this will work, okay? Maybe this is expert. You know, I'm a dating expert. I'm a red pill MAGA dating expert. So, you know, I think that this could potentially work out. Oh, I mean, if you want to, of course. I don't want to make this awkward. Well, I do have a boyfriend. It's over, all right? It's over now. You got to just get out of there. You can't keep going. You got to just cut it off here. This is your get out moment, okay? Before it gets screenshotted and posted to Reddit. Really? He's a pretty lucky guy to have a girl like you. I guess. I'm pretty lucky to have him, though. Is it the guy in your most recent post? Yeah. That's surprising. Why? He just looks so much different than what I thought you were into. How would you know? I know you had a thing for me. Yeah. That's actually good. That's Riz as fuck. That's Rizzy as fuck. The way to talk to girls is if they're already into you and already like you. Like, it's a done deal. It's sealed. You just gotta insist. I know you love me. And even if you think you don't, you just haven't realized yet that I'm the GOAT and all the other guys don't matter. I know you want to be with me, even though you don't know yet. That was over 2 years ago, dude. Do you still think about me? Not really. Why not? Because we haven't talked since high school. You know, I wish I would have said yes when you asked me out. Yeah, that kind of hurt, but I've moved on. Now, this is an interesting case here because usually you don't see a case where the girl has already asked the nice guy out in the past, but he's the one who said no, and now he's kind of regretting it because whatever other options he had dried up. It is very interesting, but he might be able to turn things around. Maybe he won't make the situation worse. Maybe he'll kind of come back around and make her feel blessed and based to have him in his presence, okay? Maybe he's gonna have some emotional manipulator Riz, master of puppets type thing. He's gonna be able to manipulate this girl into being with him. You never know. He could be the god. I haven't. I'd still like to take you on a date. No. I have a boyfriend, but it's clear you settled. It's clear you settled. Yes. I'm sure I could treat you so much better than he ever could. That is fucking fire. That is fucking awesome. Now, somewhat intelligently, whoever posted this recognized that, you know, she was talking to a kind of insane person, so she refused to humor him any longer. She was just like, I'm gonna block you. Good luck in life. And then when he got this reaction, because he hadn't been blocked, he came out, he showed his true colors, and he basically turned into a werewolf. Like, if you thought it was bad before, he was kind of weird. This is like another level of awesomeness. Fine, but I hope you stay up every night thinking about what you could have had. I was immature then and didn't realize what a precious opportunity I missed. But now I see I haven't missed one. You know, I only reached out because I felt bad for you. Haha, yes! I feel bad that you're not with me. That's so cool. That's awesome. Yes. I thought maybe even after 2 years, you still haven't even been kissed. I thought I'd do you a favor. See what I get for being nice.
He said it. He said it.
I pray that your boyfriend breaks up with you in the most brutal way, because it's what a bitch like you deserves. And good luck finding anyone after him. No guy would ever want disgusting used goods with a bad personality. Yes, dude. She's washed up. She's a roasty. Fuck. Yeah, yes, 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 yes. And this is how everyone should talk to girls. This is how everyone should talk to girls ever. This is good. You really missed out on the best relationship you could have had. You don't even deserve a goodbye. I'm gonna make a little guess here, and I could be totally wrong, but this individual, given that he's like ruminating on high school a lot, and like this girl that he liked in high school who asked him out, I'm gonna guess that maybe he kind of peaked in high school, or he had a really good time in high school, and now that it's been 2 years, he's probably like 800 pounds. Maybe he has no friends, and he's just really in need of something, of anything to just squeeze himself into. He's thinking like, oh, well, you know, there's no girls I know right now, but oh, that one girl in high school, I remember her. I mean, she asked me out. I didn't even like her, but you know, maybe that'll be enough, you know, maybe she'll supplement my need to goon. But then when he gets himself rejected, and perhaps even like the realization dawns on him that he has no riz, he just has a full-on mental breakdown, and he literally prays for her and her boyfriend's downfall. It's kind of sad. There are a lot of cases like this that we'll see today, but it is kind of sad. I kind of feel bad for him, you know. I think that if you have a really, really amazing time in high school, like if high school is like the fucking time of your life, after that you may not develop into a really cool person, you know. Now our next nice guy actually comes from medieval times, and as such he actually speaks like he's from the 1400s. Hey, who's that girl on that one post? I can see how she's not smiling in that picture, and I'm kind of worried, to be honest. Perchance you're not mistreating her, are you? If y'all are together, I'm sorry to say this man to man, but she does not want you, lol. Just trying to save you some trouble in the future. Lamau. I mean this is like words for advice of someone who's been in hella relationships with girls. Good thing he clarified here, you know, wouldn't want to think otherwise. And they do not want someone like you. Now, this is a very bold strategy here. You know, instead of messaging the girl directly, he's kind of going around her, trying to message her boyfriend to separate her from her connection so he can then swoop in and save the day. He's trying to scare the boyfriend away so that she is ripe for the picking. Dude, I ain't reading all that. It's midnight. Was just trying to make sure everything's okay. We're in a relationship. Yes, everything is okay. Goodbye. Now, it seems like this pesky boyfriend, this pesky chud, is not backing down, and therefore, I think doubling down and showing him your dark side would definitely have some benefits here. I know you know what I'm trying to say. Let's be real here. You don't deserve her at all. Compare me to you in anything, I guarantee I am better. So I will help you out. Either leave her, or I'll make her mine, and then make you depressed. To be honest, I'm being chill for warning you, Lamau. Someone like me is a wolf among sheep. I'm one of a kind. To be honest, I can tell in the pic she's unhappy. Lol. I promise I'll send you videos of us banging so you can jerk off to it. No! Bro! That's so fucking cool. That's so funny. Dude, I love these guys. This is truly an alpha dark wolf Sigma, okay? Personally, I think if I got any of these messages from this guy, I would be shivering in my boots, and I would, you know, I'd just back off and be like, look, just do it, okay? It is what it is. I respect that you are the alpha male and I'm the beta. He's a wolf among sheep, and me, well, I'm just a member of the herd for him to bite into. Girls just fall in love with me really quick. It's because most attractive guys are fuck boys, but I'm a good guy. Saying you're a good guy is a red flag, not gonna lie. I am. Like, we don't have to have sex when we go out. Oh, man. Yeah. Dates don't equal sex anyways. Right, like, we can just get to know each other. I want a deep spiritual connection. We can go for a nice walk. This is just a cool dude, okay? He's just looking for a deep spiritual connection. He doesn't even want pussy, okay? He wouldn't even think about that. Wouldn't even be on his mind. Whether a girl's attractive or not, does that even matter to him? No, he's not trying to get his goon on, okay? Now, if I were him personally, I wouldn't have this kind of approach. I would probably ask her to unfurl her cocoon like a butterfly. Hey, girl, I just want to unfurl your cocoon. Hey, girl, you may think you're cool now, but just wait till I get that cocoon off you. You'll finally spread your wings like the beautiful butterfly I knew you were all along. Don't got a name. But honestly, I'm a good guy. I might ask you for head. You're just too hot. Yes! Yes! Fuck yes! Yes! Go, go, go! I'm more interested in a relationship. Yes, but if sex is good, we'll want more and have a relationship. Can't argue with that logic. I think that makes sense. It's scientifically backed. I prefer relationship than sex. I'm not gay. I love women. Yeah. Yes, yes. Didn't think you were gay, just think you wanted to have sex, not a relationship. It's so funny how girls think they're in control, when if the guy wants to be with them, then they're together. When are you free? Not sure. You're so tiny, I could throw you through a wall. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. He's strong. He's an alpha male. This isn't even sexual. He sounds like a WWE wrestler. Sorry, I'm a good guy. I'm just horny sometimes. It's like his brain was in control for the majority of this, and then his dick just like took the cockpit for a little bit there. And then he finally regained control for the next message. He was like, sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I don't really want to throw you through a wall. I'm just horny sometimes, but I'm a good guy. I promise. I'm a good guy. This guy is fighting the real demons that we all as young men fight, okay? He's trying to keep the horny demon under control, but unfortunately he's losing every few texts. I just want you to take care of me. Just be there for me emotionally. You can see here, he's definitely regained control, okay? Listen, next move, you gotta call her a beautiful butterfly. Well, I mean, really just say that she's like a larva, she's like a caterpillar, but you want to peel back her cocoon to see her blossom, okay? That's the strategy here. And suck me off once a day and I'll love you. Yeah, dude, me too. This is going on Reddit. First of all, gotta say, it's fucking awesome that the demon won here at the end. That is sick. He couldn't help himself but squeak in that last text. Like at every moment, he's fighting his urges. He's like, I just want to take care of you. I just want to love you. I'm a good guy. I just want to be a good boyfriend, but what if you sucked it? It's like he's possessed by the venom symbiote, but the symbiote is just his own horniness, his own libido. But the woman's last response, this is going on Reddit, is probably the worst thing you could ever say. Like, yeah, you really got him, bro. Like, he's gonna get roasted on Reddit, and then he's gonna end up in a Tom Dark video. All the YouTubers are gonna cringe at you now. It's over, buddy. I got a question, like, what kind of person is thinking, like, when I have this awkward interaction with a dude, I'm immediately getting ready to post it on Reddit. If that's already in your mind, I don't know. What kind of people are seeking you out? What kind of people are you attracting to yourself? Now, here we have a picture of a lady sitting down on the floor doing something. I honestly can't really tell what it is, but it doesn't really matter. I think she's like repairing a chair or something. She's a chair repair woman, but that doesn't really matter. What matters here is the epic comment from a classic nice guy. I love women like this, sitting down, carefree, not trying to hide their kitty constantly. Most of us nice guys aren't trying to look up your skirt or dresses, so women, please stop trying too hard to hide it. Be like this woman, comfortable and not worried about what guys can see. Hell yeah, dude. Look, girl power, female empowerment, all right? Let the pussy be free. This guy reminds me of a very classic Stone Toss comic about predators trying to camouflage themselves to look like prey, except this guy is just really bad at it. He's being a little bit too obvious. If you want to go for the whole male feminist, female empowerment angle, you got to be a little bit more subtle, all right? You got to work it in a little bit, all right? Maybe mention feminism or how DEI is good, like just a little bit, but you don't want to go full bore and be like, I just love that girls can show their pussy now. Now, our next case of a nice guy actually comes with a little bit more of a background explanation before we get to read the text, so we're gonna have to understand the full context here. I'm happy to share more of what occurred in the weeks leading up to this to show that there was absolutely no indication that he was like this. We met in an arcade and have mutual friends. Our only chats have been about the arcade or video games, never anything even close to flirting. So you can see that when things started to turn, I was confused. I genuinely thought that this could be a joke and I did not want to overreact. So she was friendly with him before, they had mutual friends, they interacted in a very normal way. So I'm assuming this isn't going to end as bad as the other ones here. Maybe he'll even play it off as a joke afterwards and just kind of get out of it and be safe. But now that we've set the stage, I think we can get into the DMs. What's up? Nothing. How about you? Just got off work. Gonna take meds and relax. It's Saturday. Come hang out. You can relax here. Ha ha ha. No, I'm sick as hell. What's wrong? Just got some kind of bug. It's going around. Sore throat, coughing, and sneezing. The throat bug? I guess so. You need a throat massage.
We met in an arcade and have mutual friends.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yes, W fucking Riz, dude. Throat massage. I mean, at least he's creative. I mean, I've never really heard of this innuendo before, being like, you're sick? Well, maybe my penis in your mouth would help you. Honestly, +5 Reddit gold to this guy for creativity and relevance to the conversation. He didn't bring it up out of nowhere. He was working it in. He was being careful. He was slowly massaging it. Well, I don't think so. Are you a doctor? That's what you need. What's your address? I'm gonna come and give you one. It'll be fun. Hurry up. I think my fever's too high to be able to tell if this is just a silly joke. You won't really know until it's in your throat. It'll be better because your throat will be hot. Give me your damn address and stop fooling around. All right, so this guy's going for a bit of an alpha male, bit of a gorilla approach, bit of a forced love approach. And who knows? I mean, maybe some girls will like this, you know, aggression. So we'll have to see how this plays out. Maybe she'll fall to his riz. I think you must be confused about who you're talking to. Nope. You do want to have fun, right? Absolutely not. I'm not interested. Have a good night. Oh, come on. You're just acting shy. What's your address? I'll be there right away. You need some fun. It'll feel really good. You are not welcome here. So you don't want to be played with right now? Played with! Fuck yeah! Yes, yes, yes. Not now, not ever. What's that? You're sick? You have an illness? You might even have COVID? Common cold, maybe a little bit of the flu. What's your address? Think I could help you out with that. I'm actually a doctor. When it comes to the streets, they call me Dr. Fauci because I always mandate that shit. Keep in mind, these people have met in real life before. They have mutual friends. Like, this guy is clearly running the risk here of this behavior, not only, you know, affecting his friendship with her, but also all of their mutual friends could see this and be like, what the fuck's going on, and not want to be around him anymore. But he keeps going. Ha, yeah, right. You're a woman. Women love to be pinched and squeezed and stuffed. Dude, this is like that Leafy tweet where he's like, if you're hot and 18, let me know. I just want to stuff you and go home. Stop wasting time, baby. Let me stuff you. Okay, next time I see you, I'll pinch your nipples then. Dude, whoa, yes. Don't moan too loud, okay? Admit it. You want me to be sucking on your nipples right now. Don't lie. Give me your address now.
We met in an arcade and have mutual friends.
Wow. This guy is fucking, this is crazy. I don't, is this real? Can this even be real? And then she responds to him basically saying like, all right, I'm blocking you. But, I mean, just wow. This has to be one of the funniest ways to try and get a girl to sleep with you. Like, just the obsession in particular with being hyper-focused on nipple pinching is just gold. This guy's a real twister. I don't know if his mom twisted his nipples in childhood for being annoying, and that's why he's like this. I don't really know what's going on here, but something happened to this dude that made him this way. And whatever it is, it must have been really good.
Yes, my mother twitted my fucking tipples.
Now, this next post is titled, I'm a good man. I would have treated you nicely, after he threatens to rape her. Now, this one has very little context, only the outburst that occurred after an event that we don't really know about. Normally, I would say this is a little bit too one-sided to be able to comment on it, but this text message in particular is so bad that I think regardless of whatever happened before, it's probably not good. It's probably not good. Listen, bitch, I waited, like I said, for 2 days exactly. Now that I know you're a fucking whore, here's what will happen to you. I will shove my dick in your loose, maggoty pussy? Maggoty? Like it's rotting? Why do you even want to put it in there if it's maggoty? I will shove myself in your maggoty kitty and ensure you will cry. I will tear your kitty apart. You don't know what my dick is like. It will reach your kidneys and ruin you. I texted you very nicely to come over, but you didn't listen. I know where you live, bitch, and you know what I can do to you. Wow, this is not even just a nice guy. He's being too mask off. This is way more aggressive than I would usually expect. You probably have a torn kitty till your butt since you're a whore, and that's what should happen to whores like you. Keep a lookout for me, bitch. Now that you have proven that you're a whore, you'll get treatment from me. I am a good man. I would have treated you nicely. Even would have bought you stuff. He would have bought her stuff, thank God. But you ruined that with your whore attitude. Then that's what you'll fucking get. Guys, let's clear the record here, okay? Despite what he said about her pussy being maggoty and saying he knows where she lives, and obviously that could scare her, he did offer to buy her things, okay? He might, you know, buy her some Funko Pops, maybe a Nintendo Switch, maybe like a nice Hello Kitty plushie, and, you know, based on that, I mean, he is a nice guy. I mean, come on. As demonstrated from this text, he's been treated badly in the past, so I think this Reddit is kind of being mean to this guy. Why can't we all just give love a chance? And for our final and perhaps most epic nice guy of today, we have perhaps the worst possible example. I did save the worst for last for you guys just because of how bad it is. This is essentially just a wall of text sent by a guy with a secret that will be revealed after reading this text chain, and you can tell why he was keeping it a secret because of how insane it is. Also, this wall of text, like I was thinking maybe it was AI generated, maybe it was fake, but just because of how specific it is and how in-depth it is, I don't think that any AI could have written this. I don't think this is a text from Dr. Egon Chalakian, so I think this is real. I just took a minute to look at your pictures that you sent me of all the plants, vegetables, etc. you were growing. That's really impressive, and I hope you take this as a compliment. I was talking to my neighbor who's always asking me about my progress in the dating world. He's 17, lol, and he asked me why I was so interested in you, given that other women have showed me interest. I explained to him as a man, your selectivity is key, and those pictures of a very successful garden is a far bigger turn on to me than any provocative picture of some woman hanging halfway out of her shirt asking me if I think she's pretty. Again, he's 17, so it just didn't compute, lol. My conversations with you thus far have actually been the most enjoyable conversations I have had with any woman on Messenger, and I've stopped speaking to all the others. In fact, I've blocked several. Maybe that sounds a bit brash, but I'm being selective more than ever before. I would say in conclusion that hopefully this is not the last message you get from me, but if it is, I think you should take a look in the mirror right now, stare up and down every inch of yourself, and understand that you're looking at someone who is valued by one of those men that women are always trying to find. Dude. You're looking at one of those men that's valued by people that women are always trying to find. You're looking at an alpha male. You're looking at a diamond in the rough. You're looking at a needle in the haystack. You have finally found me. Your entire life has been leading to this moment. Do not waste this opportunity. I hope that compliment rests well on your shoulders, and I hope it brightens your day. I'm about to be incredibly honest with you and equally so vulnerable. So if you do happen to get this message, please take it very seriously. In 11 days, I most likely will not be able to respond to your messages. I cannot tell you why, but I want you to know that although our conversation was rather short, I've been shown interest by several other women, both in person and the messenger. Most of their conversations, however, reveal quite quickly to me that their interest in what they can gain from me, or perhaps falling in love with the idea of being with a man of my rare personality type, because it emulates something that jumped out of a love novel, or perhaps a BDSM article. I'm not sure which. I'm a pleasure dom by nature. I'm a pleasure. People just need to stop. Like, I don't know if people have sex too much now, or they just talk about it too much. I feel like you need to stop microanalyzing what you like in sex and being like, I'm a pleasure dom, I'm a pain dom, I'm a sub 5, category 8, Hurricane Katrina, pussy destroying, ACAB, 9 Inch Nails, Trent Reznor, green screen, stop gooning hat, Red Bull type of BDSM, kitty, rope butt. Like, just stop. Just stop. Stop designating yourself with every, like, just be a fucking guy, okay? Just be a fucking dude who likes sex. Like, every guy likes sex. You don't need to, like, categorize yourself into these 18 different ways, okay? But this is not even close to the worst that is in these messages, okay? Not even close to it, okay? This is, like, just a personal peeve I have. I'm a pleasure dom by nature, but aside that fact, I'm trying to make a direct point about the difference between the conversation that I had with you and those with others. I am almost thoroughly disgusted with what has happened to women, at least. Now, on the surface, yes, these texts are really weird, and they seem very odd, but that's not nearly as crazy as it gets. If you guys remember, he was saying he wasn't going to be able to respond to messages in about 11 days, which begs the question, why? Is his mom going to take his phone? Does he have to go into the military? Like, why can he not talk to her anymore? But if you dig a bit deeper into who got sent this message, you'll find out that the person who wrote it was charged with kidnapping a 14-year-old. So, yeah, our penultimate nice guy today was charged in the grand state of Minnesota with trying to kidnap a child, which is definitely a great way to end this. You know, I was hoping to do a video where there's no file, but unfortunately, I'm not so lucky. Now, obviously, we saw a lot of varying different types of people here today, and I think that nice guys are so interesting because it's a relatively old phenotype, and it's also one that's been covered so much on the internet, which, you know, a lot of people do watch videos on YouTube. So you would think at this point that if you are like a secret kind of nice guy on the inside, you would know that this kind of behavior is bad and you wouldn't engage with it, if only out of fear that it could be screenshotted and posted to Reddit, right? We live in an age where anything embarrassing you do privately could, you know, go out there publicly. So you're probably going to be worried about this kind of thing if you're talking to a girl you barely know. But in a less aggressive sense, I think, out of all of these people, it kind of like falls down to a different sort of phenotype of person, because you have like the more aggressive guys like this, but then there's also this sort of nice guy that exists out there online that's like the I'm just a decent person phenotype, which is another really funny phenomenon. You guys know what I'm talking about if you watch my stuff before. I've talked about my hatred for this kind of person. It's the penultimate sort of like modern white dude with a mullet and like hoopy earrings, and maybe he wears like alternative clothing as alternative fashion, and he kind of really represents himself as like a girl's guy, you know, a guy who just gets the girls. He is really sympathetic to women. He's emotionally mature, but you know, usually a lot of people like that are generally going to be the most aggressive and evil types of dudes, right? It's like the cringe male feminist stereotype. That is a kind of person. Shredded Nerd has a really good video about this sort of phenotype of people. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that any of these guys are like anywhere near some of the dudes we discussed today, but I think there is some similarities between this phenotype of person and this quote-unquote nice guy archetype. Like a skinwalker, both of these phenotypes put on a disingenuous false disguise to be like something that they aren't. The I'm a decent person type of guy will sort of do the exact same thing as the classic nice guy, but it's more about being emotionally conscious or being a non-toxic person. I'm just a chill dude, which basically translates into being an overly sensitive pussy who cries about everything and just like ruminates on the past, cringes at the idea of their parents telling them to clean their room, or tries canceling a friend because they said the word retard in the 7th grade. It's an evolution of sort of the early 2010s faux masculinity popularized by like flannel wearing hipsters with beard rings, and they drink like IPAs. They're really into beer. They're really into craft beer. This is kind of like the flip side of that is the response. My best guess is that the brain rot that occurs in Los Angeles has permeated the popular culture and translated to the rest of the world because everybody's just so online and consuming so much media that it's just infected every single town ever. So I feel like a subreddit dedicated to whatever that kind of guy is, whatever that kind of clone archetype would probably be a good idea going forward. I would like to see those. Anyhow, that's about all I got to say. Thanks for tuning into this episode where we explore the depravity of our nice guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.